There are so many 2026 book releases that I'm looking forward to, so let's talk about them. Number 1, top of my list, is John of John by Douglas Stewart. He is the writer of Shuggie Bain and Young Mungo. I did read and absolutely loved Young Mungo, and I'm embarrassed to say I haven't read Shuggie Bain yet, but it is so my type of book that I have 2 copies because people keep buying me them. I'm gonna get that read ASAP, and then I'm gonna buy John of John as soon as it comes out. I feel like you can just hear him purring, but you can't see him. It's due to be released in hardback on the 21st of May. Out of money and little to show for his art school education, John Callum takes the ferry home to the island of Harris to find that not much has changed except for him. In the windswept croft where he grew up, Cal resumes his old life, caught between the 2 poles of his childhood. His father John, a sheep farmer, weaver, and a pillar of their local Presbyterian church, and his Glaswegian grandmother Ella, who has kept a faltering peace with her son-in-law for decades. While Cal wonders if any lonely men might be found on the barren hillsides of home, John is dismayed by his son's long hair and how he seems unwilling to be saved. Oh, that sounds really good. Give it to me now. Please don't sit there. This isn't gonna work.
Excuse me, little boy.
Then number 2 on my hit list is A Far-Flung Life by M.L. Stedman. What do you think of that one? I always say that my taste in books is that I love depressing stories about people in far-flung places, so the title suggests this was made for me. It's due to be released on the 5th of March, and it's set in the outback Western Australia in 1958. For generations, the McBrides have lived on a remote sheep station, Meredith Downs. One ordinary day on a lonely road under the unending blue sky, the patriarch Phil McBride swerves to avoid a kangaroo. In seconds, the lives of the entire McBride family are shattered, in a twist of consequences that will cause one of them to lose their life and another to sacrifice theirs for the sake of an innocent child. Matt, the youngest McBride, is plunged into a moral and emotional journey for which there is no map, no guide, as he is forced to choose between love and duty, sacrifice and happiness. Also sounds like an incredible book. And another book I'm excited for in 2026 is What Am I, a Deer by Polly Barton. Oh my goodness. What is going on today? I actually recognized the author's name when I saw this new release because she translated Butter, which was a huge book last year, and it also sounds like she writes the kind of books that I love. Do you want to read the description? What Am I, a Deer comes out on the 9th of April, and the blurb says, what does it mean to lose yourself, and is that something you should be aiming for? A young woman with little interest in games takes up a job in Frankfurt at a famous gaming company. On her morning commute, she encounters a nice-eyed stranger and finds herself catapulted into a dizzying, year-long whirlwind of obsession, not just with this endlessly attractive spectre, but also with the feverish karaoke trips from which she draws the ultimate solace. Love a karaoke booth and an obsessive romance. That is right up my street. But next on my list is a book I'm sure you've already heard a lot about, but that's Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. That's actually out next week on the 20th of January, so very soon. I read and loved I'm Glad My Mom Died, and I'm intrigued to see what her fiction's gonna be like. The blurb says, Waldo is ravenous, horny, blunt, naive, wise, impulsive, lonely, angry, hurting, endlessly wanting, and the thing she wants most of all, Mr. Corgi, her creative writing teacher. I feel like I've read quite a lot of books along those lines, but I'm interested to see where that goes. The next is I think the only non-fiction book on this list, but that is Minority Rule by Ash Sarkar. Ash is a journalist who I follow quite closely online, and I respect all of her takes, and I think she's very smart and very articulate. Her book is about the blame crisis that we have going on at the minute, how we demonize immigrants and ethnic minorities who are literally not the problem, and how we all seem to have been duped into infighting when it's the people who rule. And then the final book on my hit list is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. It's gonna be released on the 9th of April, and the blurb says, Natalie lives a traditional lifestyle and has the social media accounts to prove it. Her charming farmhouse on her working ranch is artfully cluttered, her husband is a handsome cowboy, so what if there are nannies and producers and industrial grade ovens behind the scenes? What Natalie's followers don't know won't hurt them. Then one morning, Natalie wakes up in a strange, horrible version of reality. Her home, her husband, her children, they're all familiar, but something's off. I'll be buying that as soon as it comes out. In fact, I might pre-order it. Yeah, those are all the 2026 book releases that I'm already looking forward to. If you have any other ones on your list, please let me know, and I will let you know what I think once I've read them. Okay, love you. Bye.